think you can't do makeup because you have acne, you're broke, and you're a beginner? You're wrong. Today I'm gonna show you exactly how I got this beautiful cunty makeup look that's acne friendly, beginner friendly, and affordable. So grab your makeup bag and let's get into it. For starters, primer is gonna be the NYX Plum Bright Bag. If you want a sticky, grippy primer that's not going to trigger your acne like the e.l.f. this is where it's at. It's a little bit more expensive than the e.l.f. y'all, but I promise you it's so worth it because it is not going to trigger your acne and it's going to keep your makeup on all day. You absolutely need to let your primer set, especially sticky, grippy ones if you don't want your makeup to peel and separate. Next, we're going to get into eyebrows. Now, everyone's eyebrows are different. Everyone has different shapes and different ways you like to do their brows. If you already know how you like to do your brows, go for that. This is what I love to do to get that like light, natural, fluffy look. I 10 out of 10 always recommend the Revolution Brow Pencil. It's $6. It's all that in a bag of chips. I unfortunately do not have that one with me right now, so I'm going to use the Anastasia one, which I know is not drugstore, but just pretend it's Revolution. It's basically the same thing. I just go in and do little hair-like strokes. Make sure that I have a heavy hand on the outside, but a light hand in the front. Next, you're gonna take your concealer. I love using the Essence Keep Me Covered one. It's really, really good and super affordable. Just make sure that the concealer is about 1 to 2 shades lighter, especially if you're a beginner. And I just put a little bit right underneath my arches and start lining just the bottom of my brows. To make sure your brows are staying in place all day, you have to use NYX Brow Glue. NYX Brow Glue is probably the best drugstore brow glue ever, and not just drugstore, like best brow glue ever, period. It's really easy to work with. And as you can see, I'm going in lightly. I'm just kind of feathering them up, if that makes sense. Next, for my acne prone bodies, one of my favorite skin tints ever is the About Face, especially because it's skincare infused and essentially is skincare on your face. I definitely also recommend to use a brush and not a beauty blender. Next, we're gonna get into cream bronzer. Now, I love the Milani Cheek Kiss cream bronzers. Forewarned, this is hella pigmented. One little tap and tap the excess on the back of my hand. And yes, you're gonna see that I literally apply all of my complexion products with the brush. That's just what's gonna give you the best finish. It also blends like butter. Now for cream blush, y'all, one of my favorite cream blushes ever is the Essence Baby Got Blush. But if you're like kind of scared, you're barely starting, you're like, I don't want to do too much, same thing with the bronzer. Tap the excess on the back of your hand so you can really have more control over how much you're putting on your face. I like to start right here by my eye. Just start tapping it in. And then from here, I diffuse it up and down. And as you can tell, I love a lot of blush. Again, you do not have to be like me. You can kind of keep it simple. Next is concealer. And again, I'm using the Essence Keep Me Covered. I like to apply a little bit in the inner corner and I take it up a little bit high. And then I just do like a little line upwards like this. Do not apply your concealer directly into your crease. Always apply right under your crease. Everyone has creases in their under eye, so creasing is bound to happen, but when you put the concealer right in there, it's gonna make it worse. I absolutely love to take a brush first and blend this out like 50%, and I'm still avoiding getting it into the crease area. I also put concealer in all of these other places, and I really start blending everything down, and this is when I take my concealer up to my crease. Literally just like that, you have your creams done. Go ahead and meet me in part 2. We're gonna finish the rest of our base makeup and our eyes and our lip combo.